If you're lucky, all the resistors in your circuit will be in parallel, or all the resistors in your circuit will be in series, but it's much, much more likely you're going to have a mixture of both. Okay, so let's look at this example. Here we have a circuit. It is two resistors that are in parallel with each other, and then they are in series with the 3000 ohm resistor. Now, if you can say the with each other part, that usually means that's the bit we have to start with. So the first thing I will do is I'll take these two resistors that are parallel with each other and find out their total resistance for that part. So 1 over R2 equals 1 over R1 plus 1 over R2. 1 over R2 equals 1 over 1000 plus 1 over 6000. Like I said, I'd probably let your calculator do the donkey work here, but we can take that all over 6000. That'll be 6 plus 1, which is 7 over 6000. Remember, we have to turn that upside down at the end. So just that bit circled in red will have a total resistance of 857 ohms. Okay, so what we're really saying here is that we can replace that bit of the circuit with a resistor that is 857 ohms. And then what we can do is step 2. Well, those two resistors are now in series, so we can just do R2 equals R1 plus R2, which is 3000 plus the 857, which is 3857 ohms. Okay, so we kind of need to break it down in chunks of either parallel and series and then add them individually. Example 2, a little bit of a different setup. So here we have a 300 and a 200 ohm resistor that are in series with each other, and they're both in parallel with a 1000 ohm. So what I would do is I'd start with this bit, and they're in series, so it's quite easy to begin with. We just add them, which will give us 300 plus 200, which is 500 ohms. That's step 1. So what we're saying is we can replace this whole bit, those two resistors, with a single 500 ohm resistor. Then I can combine these two together, and they're in parallel now, so I have to add the reciprocals. So that's 1 over 500 plus 1 over 1000. Take a common denominator of 1000. Like I said, let your calculator do that for you, which gives us 3 over 1000. So we flip that upside down at the end. Don't forget that last step, and it gives us 333.3 ohms. So we're saying that basically that whole system is equivalent to, could be replaced by a single resistor of 333. Let's round it through simple figures, ohms. Okay, so try the questions below, and then we can begin to bring this whole topic of electricity together.